Hey, I'm back this time with my Bath & Body Works Empties for the month of February 2024. The only chit chat I will say is that I was on vacation in Australia for 10 days at the very beginning of the month. So I was gone for about 2 whole weeks, and then like 10 of those days I was gone within the month of February. So it's not a crazy empties, I think, because of the time that I spent away from home, but I still have some good stuff. So let's go ahead and jump right in. I'm going to start with the trio that I used up because I did use up like an actual trio of one fragrance this month. I used up a trio of berry waffle cones. So I used up the Fine Fragrance Mist. I used up the body cream, and I also used up the shower gel. So I believe I have one more trio of this left in my collection. This tends to be something I enjoy in the month of February in particular. I know it's usually marketed as a summer fragrance, but I love it for February because it's fun and fruity and a little bit gourmand, which is what I like for the month of February. I just am so over winter after New Year's that I just want something kind of transitional, and to me berry waffle cone definitely strikes that note. So the keynotes here are sweet summer berries, golden waffle cone, and creamy vanilla. Berry waffle cone is a fragrance that I get a lot of compliments on, so I mean, I clearly like it, otherwise I wouldn't have a trio in it, and I will use my other trio next year. But berry waffle cone is not my favorite fragrance like of all time. Like, I clearly like it, like I had mentioned, but you know, after I finish up my next trio, I think that I will continue to buy some stuff in berry waffle cone, but maybe not entire trios moving forward. So anyway, it's always marketed as a summer fragrance, but I love it for transitional. So berry waffle cone. Now let's get into the hand soaps I used up. Like I said, my hand soaps were a little bit slow this month because I was gone for about 10 days. The first one that my husband and I used up is Pink Apple Punch. This is the first iteration that it came out in a hand soap. The keynotes are Crisp Apple, Sun-Kissed Melon, and Sugar Crystals. I know Pink Apple Punch can be very divisive because it is quite synthetic, but I'll be honest, I like it. I mean, it does smell fakey, I will say that. I don't think that's wrong, but yeah, I mean, I love Pink Lady Apples. They're my favorite. So yeah, I really enjoy it. So I have a couple more of these just like on my sink and in my collection in general. So you'll see some more of these from me in the future. The next hand soap that we used up is Pineapple Mango. This, I want to say, yeah, is from the end of 2022. The keynotes are fresh pineapple juice, mango, and vine ripened raspberry. This is another one that I continue to repurchase. I don't like pineapple mango in every single form. I once tried it in a pocket bag and it kind of gave me the icks, but I do enjoy it in home fragrance and also in hand soaps. So I have another one of these in my spring collection that I recently started, and I'll link that intro down below just in case you missed it. But yeah, I like it. It's always nice for, again, transitional times like January, February, but also I do like it in the spring and summer as well. All right, and then the last hand soap that we used up this month is Pomegranate and Blackberry. This was originally in my fall challenge and didn't get used up, so it just got used up at the end of my winter challenge instead. The keynotes are Autumn Pomegranate, Sugar Blackberry, and Vanilla Spice. So it is not especially spicy. Maybe there's some at the end, but yeah, I would say overall it is a dark autumnal fruit, so a little bit out of season, but generally speaking, unless I've hoarded a fragrance, I really don't like to hang on to hand soaps from year to year. So when I just have one-off things like this, I really like to get it turned around and used up. So Pomegranate Blackberry, it's not like I wouldn't repurchase it, but I would not go out of my way to repurchase it. It was a nice fragrance, but you know, just fine, whatever. Okay, so a shower gel that my husband and I used up is Twisted Peppermint. So this is actually the second of 2 that I purchased for this year. I was not going to purchase 2 just because I used up the one and found that Twisted Peppermint, at least in a shower gel this past holiday season, was a little bit like grossly musky. I don't know. I mean, clearly I used up the whole entire thing, but it definitely did not feel like the Twisted Peppermint that we've had in years past. I mean, in the bottle still smells fine, but when using it in the shower, I don't know, I just felt like this year just smelled really musky and gross. So I did not use a lotion or a fine fragrance mist from this year with this. So if you can speak to if it was just the shower gel or what was going on with that, then please sound off in the comments down below. But my husband still really liked it, so I don't know. He just wanted me to get another one. And if he says to me like, oh, I liked it, can you pick up another one? Like if he has that much of an opinion, then I'll go ahead and get one. The next shower gel or body wash that I used up is actually a Victoria's Secret product, but it was in my use it up challenge, so I'm going to go ahead and include it here. This is the Victoria's Secret Pomegranate and Lotus creamy body wash, and this is from the Naturals collection. So it says find balance with the scent of pomegranate and lotus. So yeah, that was it. To me, it smelled very heavy on the lotus. To me, it smelled like a powdery floral with maybe a little bit of fruit at the end. I thought it was fine. I must have picked this up sometime for cheap because I really don't ever buy, well, I guess I recently hoarded the pineapple and shea fragrances from their Naturals line, but generally speaking, I'm kind of meh on this line. So, I mean, it was a nice product in and of itself, I will say that, but yeah, I must have gotten it for like $5 or $6 at a semi-annual sale or something like that. So, I wouldn't not repurchase it, I guess, if I was really dying to have a fragrance of this, but, you know, again, it was forgettable. Fine, but forgettable. And then the last shower gel that I used up was just an extra one that I needed to put into or use up in the month because I ran out of shower gels well before I ran out of days in my challenge. So I used up the Sweetheart Cherry Shower Gel that I picked up a couple weeks ago. The keynotes are wild cherry, crushed pistachio, and whipped vanilla. This went pretty fast in our shower, which tells me that my husband liked it too. So I definitely do get a cherry, and there is kind of a creamy nuttiness, I guess I would say. Like, it's not just cherry in the sense that like Firecracker Pop is very maraschino cherry in your face. It is different than that. It's a little bit more edible, I guess I would say. So again, same kind of thing. It was a nice fragrance. I'm glad I just got one shower gel because honestly, I'm pretty satisfied with that. But it was a nice fragrance for what it's worth. All right, and then the other full-size fine fragrance mist that I used up in the month of February was Pearberry. So this was probably about halfway gone by the time February 1st rolled around. So it's not like I used up 2 entire fine fragrance mists this month, but I just finished one and then used up the entirety of another one. So Pearberry is always a good scent. I used up the other parts of my trio of this back in January. The keynotes are Anjou Pear, Wild Berries, Apple Blossom, Golden Freesia, and Blonde Woods. So just kind of like a pineapple or pink apple punch. I think Pearberry can be divisive because it is very synthetic, but I like it. To me, it's very zingy and fruity and fun, and I do like that for after New Year's, again, when I'm just kind of sick of winter and I want something to kind of lift my spirits. Pearberry is always a good one for that. A couple other just random bits. I used up a mini fine fragrance mist, so pretty good month for mists for me. A mini in Pink Pineapple Sunrise. I used this up mostly in Australia, so it was fun to just kind of travel with this. No keynotes on this, but yeah, it was very much so a pink pineapple scent. I don't know, whatever. So, I don't know that I would repurchase it in a fine fragrance mist again, but I would definitely pick it up in shower gels if this came back out this summer. All right, so now let's get into just a couple PocketBacs I finished up. I will say that when I travel, I use up PocketBacs more than when I am just like at home and normal. The first one that I used up is one that I really loved. I would love to see this come back. It's Pink Bubblegum. So I really enjoyed Bubblegum Pop that came out, what was it, 3 it'll be like 3 summers ago this year, I believe. So I really enjoyed that scent. I did pick up a pink gumball candle, and I would love to get more of this also. So this was a really enjoyable scent. I mean, you would definitely have to like bubblegum to enjoy it, but I thought it was really fun and fruity. And because I was in Australia in January and February, so summer for them, this was a really nice kind of summer scent to use up in those months. The last thing that I used up is from Victoria's Secret. Also, it's a hand sanitizer. This is in pomegranate citrus. I have a whole bunch of these, and you'll see them in my spring challenge as well. They're just kind of getting old, so I need to use them up. But yeah, it was fine. It just smelled like exactly what it sounds like. So like an orangey pomegranate scent. So it's fine. These tend to go kind of fast. I think they're a little bit thinner than the Bath & Body Works ones, but not so much that, you know, I don't feel like they're effective. So anyway, like I said, I'll use up a couple more of these in the spring and then maybe into the summer, but we'll see. So it was fine. These came out, I want to say maybe in like 2020 or so, when like there's a bit of time at Victoria's Secret where if you made online purchases, you got like 5 packs of these. And that was just from that. That's why I have a whole bunch of them. So anyway, that's all for my empties for the month of February 2024. Hope y'all enjoyed. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram at Lifting and Lipstick. I will put that down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.